So now we're going to do the round of what you like to change, helped on what's your wish list for today. And I will start with Patricia. And you're muted, so maybe you unmute.
Okay. Again?
Yeah.
Okay, I keep it short this time.
Yeah.
I'd like to put my attention on let go of control and stand more in my own power and my own trust in this new situation.
Beautiful. Lex.
Oh, I try to keep it short. No, it was, I had a very interesting realization this morning that I feel much power in me and authenticity, but there is a backside to that also for me. Because, how to say that?
Can you put your hand on your heart, please?
Yeah. Actually, it opened something in me up that there is something about dependence towards each other, a connection to people around you. There is that. It came out because a friend of mine, she felt totally alone during Christmas, and she had even sent me a mail something sad and, or how to say, a voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't notice because I was in Christmas, I was really on my own and really enjoying it much. And I've seen my mother, for instance, when she went to a home for elderly people, how she handled that. And she didn't handle it very well. She was hitting everybody, almost. Just me, not, but the only one. But I recognize also something. When a few years I had an accident and I could walk. Suddenly there were people helping me, doing my groceries, but it didn't feel totally okay for me. I have also, in that respect, a bit difficulty to depend on others. Mm-hmm. And this is something in the Western society also, I guess. So but it's also, this morning I felt, yes, this is also a way to connect more to my fellow people. The other side is really how to, dependence, you can't do without dependence actually, because you have to go to a store to buy your stuff. And there are people who are doing that for you. So this is also a kind of dependence. And also, of course, people trigger you and they make you grow by the triggering, because it triggers you. It doesn't trigger them, it triggers you. You can look at what is going on. Right? So there is this dependence in a way on having people around you. I would like to investigate that more and to find a way, because it really touches me.
Beautiful.
Because
beautiful how open you are again, Lex. Beautiful how open you are again.
Yeah, because I'm also really too much on my own, actually, also. It's not easy always. I like it, but it has another side also.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. Beautiful. And first thing I will react to that, what I hear is that authenticity, as I try to bring it, is not the same as being independent.
No, but there is a...
But there's a thin line in there.
Yeah, there's
and I understand it, but it's just to clarify for others. Thank you, Lex. Yeah. Kooten.
Yeah. I had quite some challenges this morning with my ex, but this time I felt it really. And after the conversations, I was angry and sad, and I let it be. And then, then I started to talk to a girlfriend, and yeah, that was really pleasant, and I feel very, very strong all day already. Yeah, I got it. You can't see it, but it's here. So that was a new way of dealing with that kind of things. Also, it was for me another proof that I have to let go of certain things which are not good for me. So letting go, yeah. And yeah, one thing that I like to work on still is, for example, when I have like language activated, there's a big blockage, and the blockage is that I am thinking about the others. What is the other person thinking about my light language? Or it's constantly, not constantly, it's less. But if I get a little tired, I notice it a lot.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking still too much about others. Yeah, instead of staying in my own power. Yeah.
And light language, you are doing that now openly in stores and wherever, or is that still?
More and more.
And the blockage is coming when you are actively speaking light language at that moment, or how does it?
Yeah.
So when you are already doing light language?
No, when I start.
When you start, okay.
Yeah, and with my hands I can do it more and more.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's only very pretty to see. But when I start to speak, then and also in my house, if I'm alone and it's a little bit hard, then I'm thinking of the neighbor again. What will she think about it? So that's something I'd like to, yeah, I'd like to work on.
Okay.
So I guess that's also more being authentic as well. Yeah.
And sure, and trust. That's a combination of things, but it's okay.
No.
We'll work on that perfectly.
Okay.
Tanya.
Yes. You know, I want to say this past week, Wednesday, we had these new, really vibrant, high energies start coming in. And so I've just been working on releasing densities from my body. And it's clearing, you know, physical traumas and stuff, and physical aches and pains. So it's just been doing a lot of really deep stretching and meditations. But so I've really just been focusing on releasing and clearing my back and releasing all this baggage from 2021 and before. And I just want to start 2022, you know, standing in my light and in happiness and love.
1 second.
So yeah, I guess I've been doing a lot of reflecting on what 2021 brought and how far I've came along this year as well. And so that's been nice, and trying to celebrate my victories.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, super. You made me write a lot of things down. It's interesting. So thank you for that. I will incorporate them. Yeah. One question. Clearing your back.
Yeah.
So you feel the heaviness in your back or your shoulders or neck, or I can feel it in your neck and shoulders?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, and I can feel lower energies as they have an electrical charge to them. So, yeah, it's all right along the back. And it's just heavy densities, baggage that I've been carrying with me for years. I feel like that it's time for it to go and be released.
Interesting, because this morning I worked with Patricia on creating a shield for all energies coming in our field. And it has to do with a lot of things, but it has to do also with trust. Trust that we are powerful enough to keep out other energies. It has to do with decision making, that if you feel something getting into your system, that you are aware of it and that you can block it or let it go in. It has to do with a lot of things, but it's very beautiful that you were mentioning it. So thank you very much for that. And I will put a bit of the shielding in as well. Oleg.
Yeah, it came to me when you asked, out of nowhere, it came to me, cosmic yes. And I have been thinking, because it has been up earlier, and I have been thinking while this round was taken, I have been thinking, what does it mean to me now? I'm doing a ceremony afterwards here. That's my way to celebrate this passage into the new round, new year. So I was thinking, what does this cosmic yes mean to me this time? Because then we are back to my power jacket here, as I told you about, because last week, Thursday last week, it popped up on a commercial on Facebook. And when I saw it, then there was my childhood jacket. I can't remember if I told you in a private session, but in my childhood, I had a red knitted jacket that my mother did. And as I was 7 and went to school, I don't know what happened, but I think I was bullied in some way. And it meant so much to me. And my mother couldn't manage to make me wear it again, because something happened. I can't remember what. And it was put into on a shelf up in on our roof. And I was so sad. In a way, I was sad. And often when I was up on in the roof, where we had a lot of old stuff, I opened this place and looked, even when I get older, because it meant so much to me. And then I ordered it, and I thought, okay, from Iceland, it would be here maybe next week or something. But I got it Tuesday with Express, DHL Express special delivered on my doorstep. And when I made a ceremony before I packed it out, and when I opened it, and I get goosebumps when I say it now, when I opened this packet, it was as if I was standing before, right in front of this place way back. And I feel that I am there's a theme in my life about connecting the dots from earlier lifetimes and in this lifetime too. And I really think that there are some dots connecting now, because like beside right here, I have this
Sure.
beautiful poncho from the Queros in Peru. And I have deep connection there. So I feel that I'm connecting this lifetime backwards to Peru, as well as I have refound. Of course, it is not the same, but it is so close, and I am reconnecting to the one I left behind as 7 years, and was educated in the system and all this. I forgot all my abilities and all this. And now I really think that I'm reconnecting these dots. And then this came up to me, cosmic, yes, I think I'm ready on a deeper level to say yes.
To say yes and to
To
listen.
my Lemurian connection, to my journey here now, what I'm here for.
Beautiful. Yeah. I'm connecting dots as well when you are talking. And for me, it's and again, if I say something, it's just my observation. It's not the truth. Later it will be clear for everybody, but it's just what I'm feeling and working with. But for me, it's like connecting the dots is for you, is finding a way to remember, to set everything back, turn everything back to its original place, so that you are open, willing, and reacting, listening, and acting upon whatever is brought into you from the universe. That's what I've observed at this moment. So it's beautiful what you're doing. It's like a little, not a little, but like a big one, like a ceremony, helping you to remember your original knowledge you had. And it's also letting go of all the other knowledge you learned in the meantime, which is a topic for many of us, but also for you. And when I'm saying this, I've got goosebumps, so I'm feeling I'm on the right track. So I'm not scared of anything in that. Beautiful. I got a whole big list for today. So I'm not watching for time anymore. This because if anybody has a time limit, you just pop out and there's no worries. Don't we connect next year. But if it's okay, we will stay a little bit longer, and because I really want to work on this. So please close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and it's getting warm here already. So what I'm going to do is bringing in, first of all, connection with the blue beings we are connected to, and I will ask them to help us in the right now moment. And these beings are connected to our higher selves. They are our friendly helpers, but they're very powerful. They will start helping us, putting us in a strong, stark beam of light. And that light is connected to our heart. So the photon of the source in our heart. And it's spreading light to everything which we are in our human body. So connecting every cell of our human body, physical body, to the photon of the source, will connect it to the light these beings are bringing to us. So putting everything in the light strongly. This is connecting us to the heart rooms, the 4 rooms of the heart physically, to the photon of the source. There's space above, below, and behind that those rooms. We're going to connect that to the photon of the source as well. Connect that to each other, the rooms and the spaces. Connect every cell in your physical body. And it's all done in all time, space, dimensions, and infinity. So it's in every quantum field, in every timeline. Saying that will help us to rise up to all our highest timelines. And we'll ask these little beings as well to help us be in this highest timeline. Doesn't mean that everything is easy, but it's getting us more focused on the highest perspectives. For the highest light, for the highest good, for connecting every physical system to your photon of the source. Connecting every energetic, cosmical, universal, galactical layer around you to the photon of the source. Everything is connected. You are in the middle. Connect you to your higher self and your team of helpers. Introducing maybe new layers of helpers. Connecting to the central sun. All done to the flow, photon of the source in your heart. Connecting you to your source. And last but not least, Mother Earth, the planet we are living on. Everything connected, we are in the center of the universe. Able to reconnect, to remember, to relive all what we already knew of powers of multidimensionality. So now we are light beings, pure light. As a light being, we are opening all portals, all layers of pure trust, purity and trust. With this heart connection, connected to everything, we are purity, we are trust. And we remember that this is a playing ground to learn deeper layers of what can be done in a materialized situation. And all is needed, all is needed is just connect to your heart every time, again and again. And we also have to let go of everything on this planet, all this seduction, distraction. It's not needed. It is needed, but it's not interesting enough for us. We can just rely on the light, rely on the trust, rely on the multidimensionality we are. And I look back in our timelines of this past period, and we let go of everything which was attached to us and not needed anymore. All these little lines, disconnect them. We can feel in the connection with our higher self which lines are needed or not needed. We don't have to do anything, it's already done. Laying in this beautiful energy field, we're just dusting away old connections not needed anymore, opening new gateways for new connections, new feelings, new sensations. And remember, every day is a New Year's Day. So now standing in this beautiful light, we as a light being, connected to with our higher selves, connected to each other, we emphasize this light. It's like a volume button. I can turn it to the right so that more light is coming through us. Connecting yourselves to your higher light ships, light cities, light planets, light galaxies, light. So what we can do is let go of control, because control is the mind. The mind is not needed. We are much more powerful than the mind we think we are. We can upgrade our minds, and let's do that. Put some codes on upgrading minds so that we open up more, understanding on different layers and levels, even layers and levels we don't even understand. Beings helping us to being authentic, saying whatever is happening in our system so that it can exit our system is important. We can do that with connection with the heart and the purity, connection to the higher self, connection to the source. The only thing needed is trusting the system. No proof needed, just trust. We are never alone. Always beings will accompany us. Wherever we go, our higher self. So it's also letting go of everything we expect, expectations, assumptions, expectations, mind patterns, programs. Not needed anymore. And everything is done in ease and grace because we are the light of ease and grace. And in this light, we can create a trust layer, a shield of power, what is going into our system. So what's not going into our systems, we are controlling it, not by the mind, but by our energy, our pure light, our pure purity. And whenever we can connect to our higher self, the universe, the source, we deeply, deeply understand, feel, know, recognize when the calling is calling us. And we just have to follow that and trust that whatever we do is for the best. So we release any old patterns, layers, feels, anything of the old, what's not needed anymore, out of our system, our physical system, our energetical system, all these, what is connected to us, just clear it up. Calling in all our inner childs, forming a circle around inner childs of all time, space, dimensions, and infinities. Especially the inner childs, which have experienced being alone, have experienced not being able to be authentic, not being able to pure for whatever reason. Especially those inner childs we're going to connect to, and we're going to connect them to this beautiful, powerful light in our heart and connect that in their hearts. And we're gonna clear them, clean them, help them rebuild their emotional layers, bringing new energies so that they can feel that they are powerful, not alone. It helps them rebuild, regain trust. Letting go of old waves and layers of resistance. Especially knowledge. It's a way of resistance because it makes us feel like scientifically patterns, and they're not needed because everything is twisted, turned, different in other perspectives. Releasing every density form from our bodies. Energy bodies. Clearing all that is not needed. Oleg was talking about the power jackets, so we're getting our new light jackets. Like it's like a suit. Connecting this jacket to our beings, the blue beings. So maybe Patricia, you can react or join in or whatever.
It's about safety. And trust. Integrating you. And anchorage.
So maybe it's a good idea to just come back to where we are now here on this planet in this setting, and slowly open your eyes, reconnect to what we are doing here. This was only the first round, so don't worry. Nothing will be overrushed. Patricia, maybe it's a good idea if you can add some in some words what you are feeling, sensing, seeing.
The last thing I sensed, that was actually humor. You were talking about blue creatures, And then I just saw the Blue Man Group in front of me. And I don't know if people know the Blue Man Group, but they have shows and they're really funny, doing creative stuff. So I saw all the universal blue men or blue creatures, yeah, just working, but also playing and really enjoying. So that was my last thing, and I felt like, okay, I'm gonna share this. This is just happy for my heart. And I really went on a journey. I felt like we were picked up in a spaceship when we started. When you started with the coach, and they just pick up the all 6 of us. Let's go. We're going on a ride. So that's what I felt, and I felt that we were in a field of light, and we were connecting in our highest timeline, and we were just crossing the universe, and let go of all the old, and the future will bring up to us. Like there was no time anymore. We were just in the light. So for me, it was really it opened my creativity again, and my humor, and just happy.
Wow, sounds great. And then I will just add that I was working on the power suit from Oleg, your jacket, and I was making it a power suit. And when Patricia was saying that blue men and the musicians, they had some kind of a blue suit. And so in my end, I wrote it down as like a blue wetsuit.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're creating a new blue wetsuit, which is protecting, putting us not alone. It's empowering us. It's helping us to make a shield whenever you need it. It's like there are buttons on it so that you can push a button and you know you are empowered. You are that being. You are not alone. So beautiful. Thank you very much, Patricia. I will move up to Tanya, because Tanya, you have the ability to see energies. So maybe you can adjust, add something if you want. If not, it's okay. Don't.
Yes, I was just going to say, Patricia, I saw everything that you were just talking about. I was dancing, so there was just this most beautiful, gentle, blue light energy just all around, and I was just dancing in it, and it would just ever so gently just fall and coat me, and then I could just feel like the densities just dancing off of me and just lifting away. And as it was going on, it was just getting lighter, and it went into like this beautiful waltz, and it was just amazing.
Super. So if anybody wants to say anything, I picked Patricia because of course, she's my partner and I know her abilities, and I picked Tanya because I know from the last couple of times we met online that Tanya has the abilities, but it doesn't mean that everybody needs to feel, see, or do anything, because we all do it on our own ways. Yeah. Of course, Poon.
So I was on my own spaceship, I suppose. In the beginning, I was a lot in my head thinking about what wasn't going well. And then I decided to think about what was going really well. For example, that I was smiling so bright today. And when my thoughts were focused more on that, the light language came out, and I started to feel really well. And also see butterflies and aliens. So it was quite nice. Yeah, quite nice.
Beautiful. And do understand that you made the decision.
Yeah.
So you empowered yourself, which is very powerful. Yeah. So that makes you able to do it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oleg.
I got a lot, sorry, I got a lot of messages, and the first thing that I heard was that my guide said to me, "We told you, look to the end of December." And of course, it was connected to this. And when you said this about the power jacket, I really felt that when I took this jacket on me Tuesday evening and looked into the mirror, I could see that I was more upright. I could feel that I was more connected. And I felt that coming through me. I really felt this coming to me now. And then when I get messages, it is often as songs, music.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one was one they have been singing for me way back. It's an old Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way. And this just is looping. Only this line. And it came to me with other small pieces of Let It All Go was the next. And then I was beginning to see it is funny because you are talking about this blue, because I began to see like a blue bubble in front of me, like it opened up as you know, like a spot, just being bigger and bigger, and then wobbling around right before me, right in front of me, and it's a good sign because it is. I have seen that before, but it is quite some time ago, and I often, when this comes, I get what you call it, breakthroughs in some way. I see it is as if I open up to another dimension, and it makes sense about me talking about cosmic yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to my ceremony later.
Yeah, but for me it feels like that your ceremony is started on Tuesday, and it's just you're still in that ceremony, which is beautiful, because Patricia and I, we like doing it at the moment because we are transforming from country, but we like to do a fire ceremony, preferably daily. And at this moment, is some of the stuff is in Spain, some of it is here, but ceremonies, and it doesn't really matter whatever ceremony there is, are empowering so beautifully what you are doing. So whatever the ceremony is, even if I would say, if I wear this shirt every time I go on a show and it's empowering me, then this is a ceremony which is working for me. So it doesn't really matter what the ceremony is. Kooten can put his head on and say, this is helping me. It doesn't really matter, but as long as you understand that you can empower yourself even further as a human being here with a ceremony, and it can be really small, tiny. Can be a little flag or whatever on your shirt, or something in your, well, not for me, but in your hair. It can be tiny. It doesn't really has to be a big one. So it's beautiful how you are telling us and showing us that. So you'll be like, I'm trying to get you out of the knowledge, and you are bringing a lot of knowledge, like the wolves and the power jacket and ceremony. So thank you very much for that, Oleg. Lex, are you okay?
Yeah, I fell asleep actually afterwards.
Beautiful, because then everything can get in. Yeah, super.
Totally out.
Yeah, wow, beautiful. Was it a nice sleep?
I have no idea.
Even better. So if you want to fall asleep again, don't you didn't miss anything, and it's recorded. And normally I fall asleep also a lot when I get ceremonies or doing things, and I'm lying down, it's like gone. And the good thing about it is that there's no mind stopping anything, so everything will get at the right place. So remember that for tonight at least, and you will be alive and kicking at 12 o'clock later on because you slept already. I want to do another round because a lot of things have been said, and I feel there's still some more interesting information getting to us. So if anybody needs anything to add which hasn't been said yet, this is the moment. Tanya?
Yeah, I was just remembering once Lex was talking about how he fell asleep. So I was meditating last night and the day before, I think, and I fell asleep, so I didn't remember until just now. But this energy that's been coming in since Wednesday, it's really helped me to be able to really clearly see and heal and send light to all of my cords. And I was never able to like really see them as clear before. And so I remember last night just sending light up my cords and everything, and then just seeing some of them just beautifully just dissolve away, you know, and often go off into the distance and stuff. And it was just a really beautiful experience that I hadn't experienced before.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah. And it helped me writing some things extra down. I'm just checking with Patricia.
For what?
Is this do you want to add something before I start?
I'd like to add is that
Over here is some fireworks already.
yeah,
started.
no, they're playing some firework here in in my backyard. Yeah, in the backyard.
And in the front.
Happy New Year's!
It's 6 o'clock. So they're 6 hours early. They can't wait. You know? Those impatient kids, but I understand it. I was like that as well. Patricia.
Yeah, what I sensed with the coach before this was that we were all connected with our higher selves, and for the next round, I'd like to pay a little more attention to that, to explore more from our higher selves, and also connect them more with your human form. So bring them back together, more closer.
Okay, I'll put some quotes on it. If you need to add something on that, just be open to that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All said and done. Sit, relax, put your hands on your heart, close your eyes. Let's do this little extra round. And I first, because we are all connected, I will reactivate this connection for everything and all what's done before just now. With the blue beings, blue suits, with higher selves, with central sun, source, planet Earth, everything around us, all our inner child. As Patricia was already mentioning, connecting to our higher self doesn't mean that we're not in our human body. It means that we are connected in our human body to our higher self. So we're going to ground and put this into anchoring. We anchor it in every space we are through our feet, hands. And I want to go back to this purity, the purity of the light of the photon of the source in our hearts, which is everywhere in our being. And this purity is something we can really hold on to. This is our guiding light, our light in the dark. So every time we are wearing our blue suit, every time we are aware of it, that there's more light needed, you can just connect to your heart, connect to this imprint, and be that beautiful bright light. I'm going to give some codes to open all abilities in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities. Abilities to open our minds further and further so that we are able to understand more and more. And together with the minds, we're going to open all our senses. Remember. Our telepathy, clear voyage, clear hearing, clear singing, clear light languaging. I'm asking for every possible download, upgrade, which is available for everybody at this moment. All getting into your spines. Open up to this. We created some space, so it's all possible to get into you. So we are connected to our higher self, connected to our humanity, connected to the planet we are living on. Grounded, anchored, connected to the highest possible timeline. Cleared every old matter not needed anymore. Really deeply connected with our blue friends. And open up for any bigger download. Clear any density from the body, clear any attachments from the past. All open to the light. Let go of any form of control, especially mind control. And go back in the trust system. Just be in this womb of trust. So we're completely safe, secured in this beautiful warm bed, womb formed of trust, understanding, believing. No need of any form of control. All connected to each other. Our higher selves, your higher selves, all higher selves. All planets, all galaxies. And laser beams connecting to everything.
Be connected with every form of yourself to be one, completely, timeless. You are in a change. You can play with all the expectations you had in this life, in the lives before, and the lives that has that we still have in front of us. Connect again with all the power and experience that you had. In balance with all and enjoy. Enjoy this moment, this life, this form. Everything is just how it's meant to be in this moment, in this now. And dive deeper and deeper into yourself, be your own anchor, and just be. No, tanana, tinaya katana, mayana, fuko, tan tinta, fuko, mayana, tono. Tona moya nina yakatana nana yakapana maya nana Fukopono no yezeta tona yakatana maya no joko tono moya nana deeper and deeper into it now, into yourself. Be your own anchor. Just be. In this moment, in this life, in this form. Haya. Satadanya katataya. Garuka patanya tatatata. Fukopomoyo po shoto chutia hamaha shiti yaka rika dana fakayanaya kakai shachopo to niyapo ai gata to tu shita shayu.
Okay. Take your time. I'm just filling in some information. This, of course, is a recorded session. This is a donation-based healing session for everybody who's not attending but listening to it later. We will do this, if possible, every Friday. And Patricia and I decided that we are also going to do duo healings from February on. Patricia and I, in the same donation-based way. It will be a different day, but we wanted to announce it as well. This is a recording which is always valid in its code, so you can always re-listen to it and get extra information from it. Your higher self will show you what the way, if it's needed. You can always look at YouTube channel. There are many, many more recordings, and your higher self can pick them out, which is needed for you as well, which can help you, support you in any way. I'm going to stop this recording, but we are going to still continue if everybody wants that for a little while. So we can talk freely, because I don't want to be at a monologue, but somehow we have to orchestrate it. Everybody being here, I wish you all the best for this coming year. I'm very happy with you beautiful souls being here, because together we make this happen. We are creating a new tribe, not a new tribe, a tribe, which is powerful, and our higher self are working really nicely together. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you all in the new year, completely healthy and happy again. If there's anything you need, you can always connect to me or to Patricia. And so for now, thank you. Again, this is only thank you for the recording part. Thank you all.